Well, good morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. Digi, I'm sorry. I know I'm running about 15 minutes late here this morning, but I was on the phone with the insurance company. They owe me some money, some money with some zeros on the end of it. And I was trying to get that straight and trying to be very kind and pleasant and all that good stuff that comes with you asking somebody to do something for you because one thing I've learned. All right, I've worked customer service since 1998 in one way, shape, and or form. Is if you make the person that you're asking to do something mad at you by either yelling, screaming, demanding that they do their job, belittling them, not showing them any kind of respect, just being a complete and total idiot of a person. All you're going to do is get the barest minimum amount of effort back from them. The barest minimum. In other words, something they could take care of today and be done with in 5 minutes. They'll take care of it sometime next week, maybe if they happen to remember, or the week after. Well, my plate was full and I didn't, I got to it as soon as I could. That type of stuff. Because been there, done that, got that t-shirt. Yeah, I'll take care of what you want me to take care of. But I'll do it at my time, at my pace, when I think about doing it. So I was supposed to get these checks last month and they didn't show up. So I called them and said, hey, what's going on here? Something ain't right. And if you could, please. I had a very pleasant discussion with the lady. Very, very nice female. Both of them. Now, the young man I talked to when I first got on the phone, very pleasant, very nice. Young lady I talked to afterwards, very pleasant, very nice. And that's why you don't talk to customer services. So, it's if you think about it, Digi, you know, I wasn't that way 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I was the idiot. Oh yeah, that's my big downfall. I turned down jobs when I first got out of the military, working for a couple of different police departments, working for the Correctional Institute, working in corrections because of my temper. Because I knew my temper would land me in a jail cell. One way or another. And I would end up either in a jail cell or blacklisted from employment ever again and have my face splashed all over the news as being that guy. So I explained to the people that offered me the jobs, and they said, "Well, yeah, you're right. You are a little bit short fused, but other than that, you're a fantastic person, and you got to you're smart, and you know this and you know that, and that's what we need right now." And he goes, "But you do have to learn to control your temper." So yeah, instead of working customer service, I could have had 20 some years on the police department by now. or 20 some years working in a correctional facility, working for the state. Then had a state retirement check coming in. So, but it is what it is. You sit there and make make decisions, and you learn which ones are bad decisions and which ones were good later on. And you have to admit that those decisions were yours. You're the one that made them, and the consequences, whether good or bad, are all on you. They're not on anyone else. Like last night, I was not feeling good last night. I was hurting, and not come 9 o'clock. It's like, okay, babe, I'm sorry, but I can't stay up any later. I got to go to bed. I got to get back in the bedroom, get the electric blanket on my legs, and take care of that. And I completely forgot to set up all my stuff I usually set up every night before I go to bed. Didn't have my computer set up, didn't have the dog food set up, didn't have the cat food set up, didn't have nothing set up. And the wife didn't think about it because she's just used to me having it all set up. And I overslept by 40 minutes this morning. So when I got up and I come out, expecting just to turn on the computer, well, no, my computer's not even set up to be set out. Go to feed the dog. I don't have his food prepped. Go to feed the cat. Don't have his food prepped. It's like, man. 40 minutes late, and I'm still getting further behind the 8 ball here. Anyway. That's not what people come to this stream for. And this is Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. We're going to talk about anything except politics. Just have a conversation, let's relax. Talk about whatever's coming up. I just finished the 6th book of David Baldacci's Memory Man books, and loaded up the 7th and final book this morning. I'm really looking forward to listening to this book, but man, when it's over with, I'm going to miss it. The voice acting in these books are amazing. The books themselves, the storyline, the plots, and everything are fantastic. They are really good. If you like to read, and I do include Audible, listening to books as reading. The Memory Man series books, they're fantastic. They're police investigatory with lots of twists and turns. Sometimes you see the twist happening, sometimes you don't, and sometimes what you think is going to be the twist isn't the twist. So it's definitely worthwhile. I've read some of David Baldacci's other books. He's got another book series, The 620 Man, that I think was turned into either a movie or a TV or a made-for-TV movie. The 620 Man. Okay, it was a movie. Oh, from back in 2022. So I'm going to have to look into that because I may want to watch that movie because it sounds interesting. I mean, the book sounds interesting. So it's yeah, I know I spent a lot of time talking about books, but I mean that's at one time before I had to severely downsize my book collection. I had over 1,000 pounds of books, and that was weighed out by a shipping company, a moving company. Over 1,000 pounds in just books, most of them being in hardback. And then I'd had another 2 or 3 years, well, another 10 years of buying books after that. Mostly hardbacks, a few paperbacks, but mostly hardbacks. And I, I have always been a reader. I remember reading, I want to say the name of the book was Black Gold, about a horse, a racehorse, back when I was in fourth grade. Because my fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Rose, she'd get so mad at me because I'd finish up my classroom assignment early just so that I could pick up a book to read it. Had a Ohio history teacher. She caught me reading a book during class because I'd already read that section. The assigned section I'd already of the book of the classroom book. I'd already read the assigned section, and she walked up behind me and saw me reading an Isaac Asimov book, and she whacked me across the back of the head for doing that. Hey, Silvar, good morning. Good morning. You know, you're right. I think I do need another cup of coffee because I'm really feeling tired here this morning. I got the yawnings. I feel, so yeah, I think I will. I'll go make me another cup of coffee while we're talking here. Well, Ramen must have overslept. I hope she's sleeping because and not having other problems here today because she is way late. So let me do this. All right, there's the link, guys. If you guys want to pop on and we can sit here and talk and have a relaxing conversation, we can do that if you feel like doing it. Just remember we try to keep politics and such off the channel for the day. Yesterday's stream, it was completed and I uploaded it to Rumble yesterday. Only about another 10-15 minutes worth, I guess. YouTube decided that I spent too much time silent there at one point, and they removed my stream from the YouTube channel. Oh, you're still awake. Dang. But YouTube, yeah, they were, and I appealed it because I was stopping it. I let one question and answer go by without interrupting. And I guess that was what they decided was too much. That I didn't. Yeah, I'll try this. Wife got me a cinnamon hazelnut coffee because she knows I like both flavors. I'm a cinnamon fan. If if you want anything with cinnamon in it, I will. I'll go nuts over it. I even take cinnamon butter and put on my popcorn. Uh, Melt down some butter, add cinnamon to it, mix all that in together, and then mix that in my popcorn before I pop it, so that I've got that, which is the only way. I mean, ooh, absolutely delicious. It's like I'm I've got that recipe for key lime pie that one of the guys, you guys gave me from last year, and gave me a company to use for getting key lime uh, juice from, that wasn't too sweet, that was still nice and tart. So I need to order that again so I can make up a couple of key lime pies for Thanksgiving. Uh, I well, I'm not going to say I've never slept till noon though, Silvar, but I've slept. I mean, I know I've probably done it after a heavy night's drinking, where I was back when I used to drink a lot, uh, especially before I got married. Go out and with the for excuse me, go out with my friends and do some serious drinking. I need to shut my security system off because the puppy's outside and he's walking around. It's 50 degrees here right now. It's getting downright chilly out there. It's okay. Now just
Hello,
hello.
that's how did you do my day? How did you get? That's so.
Okay, and who are you?
Yeah, I need to
You
Saturday. So that baby ties having the house today. Has children woman and woman has their house.
okay? They're gone. That was interesting. They need to. Yeah, it did sound like a child. That's why I kicked them, and I'm going to. Oh, they decide they're going to come back, so let me ban them from the studio. Oh no, I can't ban him without requiring all guests to log in. So I will just kick him from the studio. Kick him again. And I will just keep kicking him until he gets the clue that we don't want him, that he's not going to get back on again. So maybe he'll catch the clue. Maybe he's caught the clue now. No, he hasn't caught the clue, but let's see here. GRASU. I'm not putting you on the stream. You're too young. There we go. Dropping that in chat is a good way to get trolled. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right, Silvar. And let me go ahead and kick him from the studio again. What? I can taste absolutely no cinnamon in this sugar. No cinnamon in this sugar? No cinnamon in this coffee whatsoever. Can't taste the cinnamon. Can't taste the nutmeg. Just coffee. So what a waste of time and effort. I'm not going to play it, but if you want some decent deadpan comedy, you need to find Trump's routine that he had written for him that he delivered last night at that dinner. Trump is not a stand-up comedian. His delivery was horrible. But the jokes, if your skin's not too thin, were funny. Yeah, you're right. It does take a lot of cinnamon to cut through the coffee taste. The wife buys them for me, and then I taste them, and then I let her taste them so she can understand what I mean by don't waste your money on these anymore. But every year she tries to find another company's to see if they've got one that actually works. I love her to death for doing that. You know, she's always trying to find these coffees that live up to what the name is, especially if they've got cinnamon in them. Cinnamon, because they're just what I like. Again, the brother-in-law called last night. He wants me to make him a bunch of. He's got a request list for baking that he wants me to bake before they get down here. So next week I'll be doing a lot of baking. I've got a bit of irritation with a company called Galanz, Galanz. I bought one of their refrigerators. It's only like $450 plus tax. If a garage refrigerator, nothing fancy. I mean, just a bare bones garage refrigerator, something that designed to keep things cold in your garage. No ice makers, no nothing, just boom. And all of a sudden it quit working. It kept keeping things in the 40-degree temp range, down, in the low 40s. Everything in it was at 57 degrees. That's as cold as it'll get. So I called them up and said, hey, it's still under warranty. You need to come send somebody out here to fix this. They said, well, let's look into it. All right. I figured they'd send somebody out to look at it. They sent me an email and said, well, we can't fix your refrigerator. So need to have you call so we need to refund your money. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I called them up and I'm like, hey, Josh. Hey, Josh, I posted the link if you want to jump on. Let's see if I can. Let me pin it. There, I just pinned it, so you should be able to find it. Oh yeah, well, they cut my stream on me yesterday. I didn't cut it, they did. So if you want to listen to the last 10, 15 minutes of the stream, you got to go over to Rumble to listen to the last 10, 15 minutes of the stream. And what I'm figuring it is I had to recharge one of my infusion syringes yesterday. So I let a question and answer go through without stopping it to talk about it. And that was just enough for them to say that I was not adding anything to the Univision stream in order to keep it from being, in order to keep it legal. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I was late starting this morning because I was on a phone call with the insurance company. The people that write the company's checks forgot to withhold my payments to the insurance company. And so my life insurance got dropped. A $200,000 whole life policy that I've been paying on for about 20 years got dropped for lack of payment. So they owe me some money, and I was on the phone with them this morning. They're going to send me some checks. Not much. At least I don't think it's going to be much. I'd like to see it be a couple grand, but I don't think it's going to be that much. I don't know how much it's going to be. But I'm pissed off that, almost $250,000 life insurance policy is canceled that I took out when I was 29 years old. That was something that, I took it out when I got engaged, named my then and fiance as the beneficiary. And, that way, something happened to me, there'd be enough money there to cover funeral expenses and hopefully pay off any houses that we owned, any debts we had. So now I'm just down to $100,000 life insurance policy I took out about 7 or 8 years ago, 9 years ago. At quite a bit higher rate. If you're under 30, I highly recommend getting a good whole life policy, $250,000 or more. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to get, but you'll never get it at that price again for the rest of your life. And if you get a whole life policy, the price never goes up. And then once you usually when you reach around the age of 60, that policy is paid off. You don't have to pay on it no more. And for the rest of your life, you've got, $250,000 sitting there to take care of any debts, bury your butt, and hopefully have some left over for your spouse or children to have. So the younger you are, the better. I highly recommend it. Oh, yep. I'm thinking about the same thing because that cup of coffee I just made is almost gone. I'm definitely in need of coffee this morning for some stupid reason. Let's see here. Let's take a look at what's in the movie theaters. $2024 coming soon. Here we go. Movie Insider. I don't know if I've ever heard of this place before, but what the hey. What the devil is this? What? Close that tab. No, that's not any good. I don't want that. Okay, here we go. This one here will be some. Okay, Digital, you try to have a good day. Venom: The Last Dance. I'm actually considering seeing that. I've seen the first two Venoms. I'll probably wait to, like I did with the other two Venom movies, wait for them to come out on DVD and get them to watch. Are these what you would call canon? No, absolutely and totally not. Nowhere near would I consider these to be canon. That's just not a thing. Okay, let's see here. Turn that volume down so I don't totally blast my eardrums out. Opened up my cell phone so I can see the chat. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, not interested. Not interested in all. The Red One. After Santa Claus, codename Red One, is kidnapped, the North Pole's head of security, Dwayne Johnson, must team up with the world's infamous bounty hunter, Chris Evans. Wait a minute. They're supposed to have Lee Majors in this, the $6 million man. They should have had Lee Majors in it, and that'd been a great callback to the movie Scrooged. Oh man, they missed it. They missed a great callback by not having Lee Majors in it. To the movie Scrooged. Oh, I can't believe they screwed that up. Oh. Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, and Lucy Liu. Well, 2 out of the 3 is not bad. Lucy Liu, she is very unimpressive to me as an actress. Okay, Craven the Hunter. I'll see that. Again, I don't think it's going to be canon, but I think it's going to be good. I'm looking. I want to see it. I don't know how well it's going to fit in with the Spider-Man canon, but I'm looking forward to it. Smile 2. I didn't know there was a Smile 1. Naomi Scott, Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore, my wife watches her show on TV. Oh, that is so horrible. Moana 2. I liked Moana. My grandson liked Moana. Moana made a lot of money for these people. I hope this is good. I hope it's good. But something tells me it's just a cash grab. Beetlejuice. The wife and I went to see that movie opening night. I highly recommend it, especially if you've seen the first Beetle. If you're the fan of the original Beetlejuice movie, I highly recommend watching this movie because it is fantastic. It really is. They had like 4, maybe 5 plot lines in it that you would think that'd be too much and confusing, but the way they did it, they did a good job. I was very happy with the movie. And Michael Keaton, he turned down for years other movie roles, other remakes or sequels or whatever, because he didn't like the scripting for Beetlejuice. And I'm glad he stuck to his guns because he really did a good job in this. I didn't even watch the first Gladiator, so. Mufasa, the Lion King. Thanks, but no. I am so glad my grandson is out of this. And they really should have stuck with the animation instead of going CGI live action. Because the CGI live action Lion King sucked. It was horrible. No, not going to watch it. Not going to watch The Lord of the Rings War of Rohan. Not going to do it. Yeah, I know it's out on DVD, Alien Romulus. I've got all the other Alien movies. I haven't gotten this one yet. I want to get it. I just miss Ripley. I really miss Ripley. She, Alien was a great movie to prove that men will go see movies with female lead actresses in action movies or in sci-fi movies. They will do it. If the movie is well written, if the scripting is there, if the acting is there, and it's not, a Mary Jane role that the lead actress is in. That was a mistake they made with, they made it with several movies. Oh Lord, I hate it. I hate my memory now. The three female detectives. Used to be, it was a spinoff from a TV series with Farrah Fawcett in it. And anyway, they, it's the men, this movie wasn't written for you. And then they whine and cry when men don't go see the movie. Well, the movie bombed because men wouldn't go see it. Well, you told them it wasn't written for them to see. Brie Larson is Captain Marvel. Please. Again, you sit there and you make the movie and you say that we're making this movie for the women to see. Of course, men aren't going to go see it. When you sit there and insult, Michael Jordan had it right when they asked him one time why he doesn't get involved with the commentary on politics and racial politics. And he said, listen, I want Republicans and Democrats both. I want white men and black men both to come buy my shoes and wear them. Why should I piss off half the country and cut my own throat because they won't buy my shoes because I've made them mad at me? And that's all right. I know I let politics slide in there, but Hellboy, the Crooked Man. That's got to be a straight to DVD movie. Because I've heard absolutely nothing about it. I didn't even know they made it, and I'm a Hellboy fan. The Joker, this movie has bombed so bad at the theaters. Oh, this movie has bombed so bad, and having Lady Gaga in it did absolutely nothing to save the movie. I had no plans on seeing it. I saw the first one, and I struggled to watch the first one. I did watch it. It took me 2 days, I think, to watch it because I shut it. It's like the Batman movie with Sparkle Boy, Twinkly Boy there. Uh, it took me a couple, 3 days to watch it because I'd get bored with the movie and shut it off. And then go back. I got to finish watching the movie, so I'd go back and watch it some more. And the same thing happened with the first Joker movie. And I like Joaquin Phoenix. I like him as an actor. Uh, I guess it's just the scripting or it's just something about the way the whole first movie was done that I just couldn't. I just didn't enjoy it. Just could not enjoy it. A reclusive Argyle. Okay, Harry Cavill. I'm going to. That's going to go. I got to look that one up because it sounds interesting. I wonder who the female lead is. Unless that's Bryce Dallas Howard is the female lead. Because I've never heard of. I did not know who this movie was or. Okay, yeah, okay. Bryce Dallas Howard is the female. Okay. I'm going to have to look that movie up because again, Harry Cavill being in it, there's a strike in his favor. I like Harry Cavill. The wife likes Harry Cavill for reasons beyond his acting abilities. A lot of women like Harry Cavill for reasons beyond his acting abilities. Inside Out 2. Thank you, but no thank you. Oh. Entering puberty. Yes. No thanks. They're going to have blood red emotions. Thanks, but no thanks. The Tiger's Apprentice. Chinese American has a apprentice talking to a talking tiger. Now, again, it's got Lucy Liu in it, so there's a strike against it. I may look into that because it does look kind of interesting. Unfortunately, it's got Lucy Liu in it, so that kind of hurts it. I've got this one. I haven't watched it yet because I've got to finish watching the other King Kong movie. Or no, the other guy, the King of the Monsters. I've got to finish watching that before I watch this. So, but I've got it. It's just on my list of things to watch. Abigail. This movie has come so highly recommended to me. And I've been Henry, not Harry. Did I say Henry or Harry? Okay. This movie Abigail has come so highly recommended to me by fans of horror flicks, because I've been burned out on the horror flicks here for the past decade or so. The last ones I actually enjoyed was like the first couple Saw movies, and then I got bored with those. I mean, the first couple Saw movies are fun to watch, but I sort of lost interest in them. I haven't seen the last 3, 4, or 5 of them that were made. Didn't watch anything about the mechanical dolls or female robots or any of those that come to life and killed people. But Abigail, what they've told me about it, if I can find it cheap enough, I'll probably get it to watch it. But it'll have to be $5 or less. I have to be in the $5 bin before I'll consider getting it. Because it does, I mean, they've said it's good. It's just, the Deadpool and Wolverine. The advertising for this movie has turned me off on it so much. The marketing of this movie's turned me off on the movie. And I'm semi-tempted. I'm not going to go see it at the theater. I'll probably wait for it to come out on video and watch it. But I'm not going to spend $30 to go watch it in a theater. Absolutely not. I hate, again, this is a rebuild from a TV series. It had Lee Majors in it, if I remember correctly, The Fall Guy. And they never seem to get the remake of the movie right. And then to have Ryan Gosling as the lead actor, and again, Emily Blunt. I mean, the ads I saw for the TV series, the Lee Majors. If I think I've got that right, Lee Majors being the lead actor of The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy TV show. Here we go. Yeah, I was right. Lee Majors and Heather Thomas. All right. He didn't have, Heather Thomas wasn't telling him what to do. And that's what seems to bother me, in the advertising for the movie. It sort of set me into thinking that Colt Seavers, the fall guy, is an idiot. Oh, definitely, Silvar. Classic horror. One of my favorite TV series is the original Dark Shadows TV series. Absolutely loved it. Even though when I was a kid and I was watching it as a child, I got banned from it for 2 weeks because I had nightmares when they introduced Quentin as the vampire or as a werewolf. And the first time he turned into the werewolf, it gave me nightmares. And I woke up the whole family multiple nights with my screaming in my dreams. And for 2 weeks, I wasn't allowed to watch it because I'd run home from the school bus, and the school bus stop was about a quarter mile down the road from where we lived. And I would run home, turn on that old black and white television set we had, and just to watch Dark Shadows. How about the original? How about Lon Chaney's Wolfman movie there, Silvar? What'd you think of that? Because that I like that. Now I will have to give full credit to the first American Werewolf in London movie. The special effects in that movie were just amazing of him turning into the werewolf. That was just absolutely amazing. I loved it. Let's see. The Lon Chaney Wolfman, the Boris Karloff Frankenstein, Bela Lugosi's Dracula. Who's that other guy that did the Dracula movie that got fat and about 19 Dracula 1979. There we go. Frank Langella, I believe. Excuse me. Yeah, Frank Langella's Dracula, 1979. Fantastic. Let me get past the ad here. Pause that. Share this. Here we go.
Ist durch Jahrhunderte gegangen, unberührt von der Zeit.
Oh, come on. It's in German. Who just popped in? Hey, Ramen, you don't have an avatar, dear.
Of course not. God hates me today.
Let's see here. I didn't realize that was the German one. So let me come back over to here, back this up. Where is the trailers and clips? Please tell me that this is not black or not the German.
He has seen empires rise and fall. People possesses the wisdom of the ages. Throughout eternity, no man has ever provoked such terrible fear and such haunting desire. Dracula, starring Frank Langella, with Laurence Olivier.
I am the last of my kind, descended from a conquering race. But I must warn you to take good care. If at any time my company does not please you, you will have only yourself to blame.
Oh God, that was my clothes. Shut up.
Dracula, the story of the greatest lover who ever lived, died, and lived again.
Sacrilege!
Dracula.
All right. I saw that when it first came out at the Base Theater, and I was so happy to see that movie. I was so glad to see it. Robin must be trying to get her avatar fixed. Oh,
It's fixed.
there it is. That's all right. I was 15 minutes late starting the stream this morning. I was on the phone with the insurance company.
I had an alarm set for every 30 minutes from 7 a.m. onward, and I'm sorry. I don't believe this shit. I'm just not a morning person. I am sorry. You do this shit at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm down with it.
11 o'clock at night, I've been in bed for almost 2 hours, usually for 2 hours by then.
I'm not staying up as late as I used to either. I was asleep before the movie ended last night. We were watching, that last Halloween trilogy, the middle one, where Jamie Lee Curtis was all monologuing while they were stabbing him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fear. We're not killing him with bullets or whatever, and blah blah. I'm like, bitch, shut up. He's not fear. He's the thing you need to be afraid of. He is literally killing people in the middle of the street. He killed that whole crowd that went after him. I'm okay shooting him down even if he gets back up again. It'll buy some time. Damn, what's wrong with you, woman? Just eat your happy poo-poo yogurt and shut up. Leave the rest of us.
Yeah. Yesterday I had ordered laser lights, the laser pointers.
Okay.
One red, one green. It came in a 3-pack. One red, one blue, one green.
Was it an early present for your kitty cat?
Right.
Oh.
And he ignores all 3 colors.
Probably because he knows what your deal is.
He just sits there and looked at them and did nothing. At least it was only like about $12 for the 3 of them. I didn't waste too much money. I'll still have fun with them because they're pretty powerful. I mean, I can light up the house next door to me with it. So, but really sort of disappointed me. I'll have to borrow some batteries from work for the other 2 because I'm out of AAAs here at the house.
Ooh.
So, Laszlo Kiss, good morning. Welcome to now. Just as Friday streams, man, they're just a conversation. We're just wherever we go. We talked about the Fall Guy and ended up talking about Dracula. Talking about the Fall Guy movie and TV show, and why
I didn't see the movie.
Neither did I, and I probably won't. So.
Okay. I didn't see that old Dracula that you just showed. I saw the one with Hamilton and Richard Benjamin and Susan St. Love at First Bite. I saw that one.
Oh, the comedy.
I like that one.
The Frank Langella one, that was done in 79, and it's a serious Dracula movie.
Okay. I love Frank
And
Langella. I didn't see that though.
Frank Langella, this is back when he was good looking before he got fat and bald.
Oh.
Lost his hair.
I saw the other one with Gary Oldman.
Oh, that was good. Gary Old. I know people beat it up as
Yeah, he's got so much crap over it because his accent kept slipping.
the wardrobe was wrong, and they didn't like the wardrobe costuming of the show, and they didn't like Keanu Reeves. They should have actually got him.
British, and another one he's a teenage American, and
Yeah,
poor guy. He just could not stick the accent.
No, he just couldn't do it. But it was still a good movie, though. As a Dracula movie, looking past the crap, they tried. They really tried hard, and I gotta give them credit for that. And Gary Oldman, I mean, what can I say? I enjoyed the movie.
You can't go wrong with Gary Oldman, man.
What was that one where he was Bruce Willis? He's a taxi cab driver.
Fifth Element?
Yeah, Fifth Element. Thank you. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the Fifth Element. It's fantastic. Great movie. Good movie. I would watch it today.
Okay.
All right. Gary Oldman overacted in that one.
Well.
All right. Unless he was told to overact his part.
I liked him as Drexel in True Romance.
I don't think I watched that one.
Oh my God, he was a low-class drug dealer in that one. He was freaking great.
Okay. True Romance. Who else was in that?
Oh, it was Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette. Dennis Hopper gave this really great speech about the origin of Italians and why they're dark-skinned. Oh, it's fucking great.
I know I didn't watch it then because Christian Slater.
Awesome.
The last movie I watched with Christian Slater was Broken Arrow.
Okay, and Christopher Walken, Val Kilmer's Elvis.
No, there's no way I'd watch Val Kilmer as an Elvis.
The only really good Elvis was Bruce Campbell and Bubba Hotep.
I've never seen that one.
I keep telling you have to see it.
I know.
Classic, yo.
I know.
It's got what's his name in it? Ruby Dee's husband.
See, Val Kilmer, I liked him in The Saint. He was all right in The Saint. Okay. The movie, he was only all right in it. The one with the arrogant short Scientologist. Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Tom Cruise, Fighter Jock. They just did a sequel to it.
Top Gun.
Top Gun, okay. Val Kilmer was okay in Top Gun. He has the arrogance to pull off the role that he had in that movie.
The last thing I saw Val Kilmer in was Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Robert Downey Jr.
Okay. The movie with Denzel Washington.
Fallen?
No, where Denzel was seen like 5 seconds into the future, the ferry that it starts off with a ferry boat and being attacked or something.
I don't know that one.
Okay. Why did a page all of a sudden open up with a coffee cup on it and says, it's got a coffee cup with a cat on it and says, piss me off again and we'll play a game called Duck, Duck, Tape. I have to admit, that is kind of funny. Oh, now here's a coffee cup that describes me. I came, I saw, I forgot what I was doing, went back, got distracted, and have no idea what's going on. Is this my cup? I have to pee.
Is that Biden's cup? He has to fall. No stairs nearby, but he'll manage it.
Let's see here. Now, I think this here's where I get. There's a movie coming out called The Shadow Strays, and when I think of The Shadow, I think of The Shadow, the crime fighter. Okay, and then this movie turns out to be about a female ninja assassin.
Oh my
God. So, it's like, okay, that does absolutely nothing for me. It's a shame, it's. Oh, now Denzel Washington, Ricochet, that was a good movie. Along with Pelican Brief.
I like the Equalizer movies he was in.
Yes, I've got both of them. Oh, I liked him as the Bone Collector too.
I didn't see that.
It's him and Angelina Jolie and Queen Latifah. And that's actually a movie I liked Queen Latifah in. So Philip Noyce directed it, and he actually controlled Queen Latifah from doing stupid, acting stupid, Let's see, I did not like his Manchurian Candidate. I much preferred Frank Sinatra's version of it.
Okay.
There's I must have missed it. I will find this movie. I'll remember it sometime. Because I'm scrolling through all the Denzel Washington movies here that they on this, and I do not see the one. I mean, they got a lot of good movies on this list, but I don't see the one that I'm thinking about. But anyway, but Denzel Washington, I mean, very good actor. Okay, The Quiet Place 1. Oh, this is the prequel to the movie.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
They
were running around the city. It was okay.
I sort of got bored with the alien attack movies.
Mm.
So, The Community, a movie, I've never heard of it. Muscle, these are movies coming out. Bad Boys, Ride or Die. Oh, I didn't watch any of the Bad Boys.
Moana 2 is coming out next month.
Yeah,
My daughter wants to see it.
you're going to have to tell me about it because I enjoyed the first Moana, even though I ended up watching it a dozen times because my grandson,
You're welcome.
because my grandson loved it.
It's very catchy.
Yeah, it's got a lot of great music in it, and it's a great storyline. Everything, it's a very good movie. I'm just concerned that Moana 2 is just turning into a cash grab.
Well, you had Frozen 2, and that was kind of blah, so.
Yeah.
You guess,
Kung Fu Panda 4. Now I quit
that was
watching.
Great.
I watched the first one and that was it.
Same. My kids watched them and.
Yeah. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I want to see Red One. That's Santa Claus.
We talked about that, they missed a perfect chance.
What?
Okay. They should have had Lee Majors in there so they could have done a callback to Scrooged.
Okay, the last thing I saw was Santa. There were two really good movies. One was Fat Man with Mel Gibson. Was fucking great. And the other one was Violent Night with the sheriff from Stranger Things. That was actually really good. I got Rods to watch both of them with me. Fat Man was so good.
Well, do you remember in the movie Scrooged, they had the trailer?
I seen parts of it. I didn't really like it.
And Scrooged is a great movie.
I like Bill Murray, but
I'm usually a stickler for movies sticking to the source. But Scrooged is the exception to that rule. Scrooged was definitely an exception to that rule. And in that movie Scrooged, they showed a trailer for a movie with Lee Majors, where he goes in, where Santa Claus is being attacked, and Lee Majors shows up to rescue Santa Claus. Okay. And now they've got this movie, Red One, and it's got
secret agents or Navy
and they've got Dwayne The Rock in there.
He's gonna be in it because he's in all the kids' movies.
But I really felt they should have pulled Lee Majors and sort of, figured out a way of inserting that scene.
The last thing I saw him in was Ash versus the Evil Dead series. He was great as Bruce Campbell's dad.
Lee Majors?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen anything with Lee Majors in it forever.
It was good. It was really good.
But then, I watched Lee Majors on The Big Valley.
I never saw that show.
And he was the bastard son.
I didn't see it.
And then, of course, the $6 Million Man and the Fall Guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had a minor role in The Big Valley. He was the bastard son of the patriarch of the family. Okay. And they accepted him in as part of the family, but
That's pretty rare. You didn't see stuff like that in the 60s and 70s too much.
so, well, you know, the patriarch of the family was dead, so it was being run by the wife,
Oh,
you know, so the patriarch had gotten killed somehow. But yeah. Oh no, what did I do?
what did you do? I don't know.
I lost my chat. There we go.
Oh no.
There, I'm back. I think. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Oh, you missed having. We had some young kid because I've got the link, the invite there pinned to the top,
Oh no.
and some young kid got on, and it's like, he started talking. And it's like, nah, you sound like you're a little too young to be on this stream. So I dropped him, and he tried 2 or 3 more times to get back on the stream. It's like, no, I kept kicking him from the studio. And then it's like, well, let me just go ahead and ban him. Right?
Well, then what happened?
Well, the problem was I got looking at when you go to ban somebody, you make it so everybody has to sign in.
Oh.
Okay. And it's like,
they had to sign in if they were gonna like just make a comment on your chat. So
I was like, nah, I don't want to keep people from coming into the stream,
Where is his parents that he's just sitting at his computer trying to enter a grown-up stream?
Well, see, I don't have this listed as 18 and over.
No, but where's his freaking parents at? I wonder if they're drunk and sleeping it off or something. I know a lot of parents like that. They're up all night drinking and goofing around, and their kids see them having fun in the stream, and then dad's sleeping and mom's sleeping the next day, and bam, they're all alone with an open internet.
Well, and I know times have changed, but when my son was young, the one, it seems like every argument the wife and I ever had was over our son.
Oh.
Okay. Like I would not allow him to have cable in his bedroom.
My kids didn't have TVs in their bedroom. Their computer wasn't allowed in their room until just a few years ago.
Without
internet, they weren't allowed a TV in their room.
They didn't. Well, see, I never bought my son a computer. All right, we had a computer, and it was set up in the living room, and that was I had my own computer, but the computer my son used was set up in the living room in such a way that when I was sitting on the couch, I could see the screen.
Exactly.
And if he shifted his chair to where his head was blocking the screen, I'd go look over at him, call his name, say 1, 2, and I never got to. I only got to 3 once. And when I said 3, I went over and shut off the computer and wouldn't let him on it for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
I made the punishment harsh on him. So after that, I never had to get to 3 again.
Didn't figure out why the computer was slow. My daughter was running BitTorrent.
Oh.
Yeah. We got some Charlie Brown movies going on.
Ah.
They don't show them on TV anymore, so.
My wife's a huge Charlie Brown fan.
Oh my God.
And one year for Christmas, I got her the Charlie Brown collection. It's like my older sister. She's the Wizard of Oz freak. So one year I got her the 50th anniversary edition of The Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
And then another year I got her all the Christmas tree ornaments, Wizard of Oz Christmas tree ornaments. You know, that makes her happy. The Beekeeper, Jason Statham. I know the movie's B
that was
grade.
good.
I've got to see it though. Oh, has it already been out?
It's good. It's been out
Uh,
for months.
It's got Jason Statham. You already know what the movie's going to be like.
Yes.
A lot of violence. It's going to be about.
It was against all the right people though.
Yeah, well, the only movie he was in that I did not like was the remake of The Mechanic.
I didn't see the original or the remake, so.
All right. Oh, you need to watch the original with Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
Big Bird and friends are expelled from Sesame Street, ending up in Manhattan.
Oh, they can't do Manhattan, man. Not the way it is now.
They join a TV host trying to prove Sesame Street exists, facing opposition from the mayor who wants to keep it hidden.
Wait, this is a movie? What's the name of this movie?
Sesame Street. It's got Bo Burnham, Chance the Rapper, and Brooke Olivia Ginsburg in it.
They did another Muppet movie a few years ago. I didn't like it. It makes live action with the Muppets. It was not great.
The movie Maxine with 3 X's. 1980s Hollywood adult film star and aspiring actress Maxine Minks gets her break. But as the mysterious killer stalks the starlets of Hollywood, a trail of blood threatens to reveal her sinister past.
Kevin Bacon's in it.
Which one? Maxine?
Maxine, yeah.
Kevin Bacon's in it?
Yeah.
Okay, because it just says Charlie Rowan McCain, Simon Prast, and Mia Goth. What about love? Who cares? Rothko. So many of these movies. An ex-soldier, Undying Love. Here's one for you, Ramen.
Oh, no.
An ex-soldier falls for a vampire. Though in order to be worth her, he must take on her creator, who is protected by an army of monsters in the Hong Kong underworld. That sounds like it's right up your alley.
I don't know, man.
A love story involving a vampire?
As long as they don't fucking sparkle, I'm fine. That sounds like they'd start to sparkle at any minute.
You know, I never even saw that. I never saw any of those movies.
That's some bits and pieces. They're fucking awful.
My wife had the first book. What was it? Twilight?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think I read the first 2 chapters of it.
She actually would have been a decent writer if she weren't so interested in her self-insert.
And it was like, okay, enough is enough. You know, that book was so bad it didn't even make a decent bathroom book.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know it's got to be bad if it's doesn't make a bathroom book status. childhood history plan. Three
Oh,
women
no.
are forced to spend Christmas together along with their children and grandchildren after the man they were all once married to drops dead in New York City department store.
Yeah,
Goldie Hawn, Bette Midler, and Diane Keaton.
Yeah, that sounds like something they'd all be in, especially after the Ex-Wives Club.
Oh man, why'd you have to remind me about that horrible
I didn't
movie?
see that movie, but it looked bad from the trailers. I didn't want to see it on principle.
My wife went and saw it with one of her friends,
Of course she did.
and she said that they almost walked out. You know, I mean, I've only walked out. I've watched a lot of bad movies that I've paid to see,
Yeah.
but I've only walked out of one. Usually, if I pay to see a movie, I'm going to pay to watch the whole movie.
There's that whole investment thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked out of moving with Richard Pryor, and that was like the only movie we did.
Which movie was that?
It was an 80s movie. It was Moving with Richard Pryor. We're like, we couldn't fucking stand it. It wasn't funny. It wasn't great. The characters weren't great. We were like, no, F this. I expected it was Richard Pryor. I expected something different. I expected something like
Silvar, you are 100% right. Death Becomes Her was a great. I mean, no, Death Becomes Her was a funny movie.
I heard it was good. I just didn't see the appeal of it. I get the irony of it.
It was funny. The wife wanted to watch it, so I watched it with her. Fully expecting to spend most of my time secretly on my phone. Listening to audiobooks or something. And the movie was actually pretty funny. It actually had a lot of good bits to it. Superman 4. Which one was Superman 4?
I don't know. Probably the one with Richard Pryor. I don't know. I don't even know, man. The last Superman I saw was with Brandon Routh, and it was not good.
Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
Yeah, that was not I heard that was not a great movie. I didn't see it. It was like the worst of the whatever. They're coming out with a Christopher Reeve story soon.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember this now. Nuclear Man. Okay, I remember it now. I saw it.
Nuclear Man?
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, Nuclear Man was in the movie.
I don't know.
Some guy by the name of Mark Pillow. But Christopher Reeves, when they had him being Superman, that was a throwback to the original Superman TV series.
I know.
And movies where Superman didn't look like he wasn't Harry Cavill, all muscle. I think he was in Superman 3. Yep, Superman 3. That's one where Richard Pryor figured out by taking a half cent off of everybody's paycheck and having it all sent to his paycheck. Nobody misses their paycheck being short by a half a penny.
Okay.
Right? You wouldn't miss a penny being off of your paycheck.
True.
Okay, people basically they just look at the first 3 digits or 4 digits of your paycheck.
Right.
You know, they don't worry about the pennies. Well, he found out that when figuring people's pay, there was usually a half a penny left over.
Okay.
So he took that half penny that was left over and had that sent to another account, and then he got that check, and he got a check for like just buku bucks. I don't remember, but he
Alright.
got really a huge paycheck. And he was a computer guy in the movie.
Okay.
So, and I mean, really, that was something that somebody could. I mean, realistically, somebody could do that. You know, take money. You know, take a penny or so off of people's paychecks. But yeah, that was just the audacity of that idea of a crime. And that's an old scam. Yep. I'd never thought of it before I saw that movie, and then I was like, man, that would work.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the
Especially
books
in
would.
the 80s when technology seemed like super powered and everybody was scared of it.
Yeah. And the books would balance.
Yeah.
You know, how much should payroll be? Payroll should be this. How much was put in payroll? Payroll was that. They match. Okay. Now it's like when I was doing the accounting for the squadron. Now I was a little bit more of a bean counter, and I actually went down looking at the pennies of how much was supposed to be in the accounts and spent each month at because the squadrons have to pay, like we wore steel-toed boots.
Right.
Well, you could order steel-toed boots through the squadron,
Yeah.
and the squadron paid for them. And Air Force issue steel-toed boots suck. They're heavy. They are heavy. They're uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, it's
They're-
a uniform.
You know, so most of us, we bought our own black steel-toed boots. We'd go over to the BX and buy them. And the leather was a lot lighter, a lot more comfortable. Your feet didn't sweat as much in them. You know, they polished up better. It had a better grade of leather. You know, and the soles actually lasted longer. But you could actually resole those. So, but you know, I had to control everything that was spent. I had to make certain that the books balance on what was spent going through uniform supply. And always had the one scam people thought they could get away with was buying gloves. And they'd buy pilot's gloves.
Okay.
All right. Because again, they're made out of Nomex. They're with a light leather palm and fingers.
All right.
A lot easier to work with, okay, than the standard issue leather gloves that we got otherwise. Well, guys but we weren't authorized to have the pilot's gloves because they were for the pilots. So guys would dance around, figure out ways of ordering them through supply, and it's like, okay, guys, you can't have those. We'll take the money back out of your paychecks. So Silvar's saying there was a similar scam used in Hackers. It's been a long time since I've seen Hackers. I don't remember that one. I really don't. Well, my grandson turned 6 yesterday, and his birthday party's tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So, what did we get him? We got him the Super Friends Tower
Okay.
with all the figurines.
Oh, wow.
So it was more than what I thought we should spend on a 6-year-old for a birthday present, but
Hey.
the wife wanted to spend it. I just have a hard time spending $100 on a birthday present for a 6-year-old.
Same.
You know, I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can sort of see that for a 15-year-old,
Yeah, but for a little one like that, yeah.
but for a 6-year-old,
6-year-olds don't keep birthday presents that long.
no. Well, the thing is, he does play with his toys a lot, and he's really great about sharing them with his 1-year-old brother. You know, but he's not so great with keeping the small pieces out of the 1-year-old's mouth.
That's gonna be problematic.
And the 1-year-old, I gotta come up with the name for him yet. I haven't come up with the name for him.
Oh no.
Like the 6-year-old, you know, he's Empty Shroom.
Oh.
So I've got to come up with a name, and I can't use his initials. So
You can't call him teeny tiny shroom.
no, I got to come up with a name for him because I can't use his initials like I use for Empty.
Well, he's the Empty Shroom. He's the baby. You call him Baby Shroom.
So he's going to have a little brother or sister yet. They're going to try for one more.
Oh my.
So they're going to wait another year and then try for one more. Wait until he gets 2 or 3 years old. So, and hope they hit the jackpot and have another little boy. Because that way they've got all the clothes and everything for them. So, but anyway. All right. Well, it's that time. My day is booked up again. You know, my days get booked faster now that I only work 2 days a week than they did when I wasn't working 2 days, when I was working every day.
It sounds like it.
The wife has me, you know, with tomorrow being Empty's birthday party, I've got to go and pick up some of the favors. Dear, you're not doing anything Friday afternoon. You don't have any doctor's appointments or anything. So why don't you go and pick all this stuff up and have it home before I get off work at 4? You know, and that's the magic words, before I get off work at 4.
That sounds like fighting words.
I love my wife so much. I truly do. She's well, see, she knows she has to tell me when she wants something done by.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it may not get done. You know, if I got to do it on my time is sometimes a little different than her time.
Oh, Lord.
But Silvar, you may be the only person left here. So thank you for coming out.
Hey,
I know.
Silver.
I know today's stream wasn't the most fun stream we've ever had, but I still had fun doing it. It was better than nothing, and I pretty much kept politics out of it. I slipped up a couple of times, but
Yeah.
that happens.
I'm okay
I
with the politics.
So, well, yeah, I try to keep it out Friday though, and unless it's an emergency or telling people to find Trump's comedy routine from last night. So, any last words before we head out the door there, Ramen?
I got nothing. I ain't going. I was supposed to go out today. I
Okay.
ain't going nowhere.
All right, and just as a reminder, guys, if you want to finish watching yesterday's stream, it's over on Rumble.
Screw those people with their aliases and their multiple accounts busting in here.
All right,
Screw
Silvar.
all of them.
I hope you enjoyed playing your games. But all right, y'all, enjoy your weekends.
Yeah.
It's not here officially, but it's creeping up on us fast. Another 6 hours and we'll be into weekend time as far as I'm concerned.
I'm ready for the weekend now.
Yeah. But y'all have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. And as always, be with the ones you love and love the ones that you're with.
Oh, my bloody Valentine. That's what we saw last night after Halloween. That